We have a video for the people.
Critical video. So going to Ozark Doom in like a week. First thing is I am now racing Ted King, which is...
I've never even heard of that.
Nobody knows who that is.
Who's that guy?
Anyway, so that's a definitely... I'm personally stoked that somebody of his caliber is like gonna go put a time down, because I honestly wanted to... Like, I didn't want to like win the race by like a lot. Again,
Do you think he's still cool? Like, he used to be a world tour guy, and then he was a pro gravel guy, and now what is he doing?
He's a helmet salesman and a maple syrup.
Oh, yeah. And runs those tires that I don't know anyone else that uses them.
I've tried them. Ed used Renee Hurst the first year and didn't fly it. I'm stoked. Like, all jokes aside, I'm stoked to try to race Ted King. I think
That'll
that's
be
gonna
sick.
be fun. It's gonna be
It'll
so
be
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
Jesse's dot and Ted's dot.
You can
all
see
day.
you can see the difference between us. I'm so excited. One thing that we've talked about a bunch on this channel is how my fork flight attendant doesn't work.
Well, it works.
It's just
with
a
the
lockout.
button. It's a lockout.
So today I wanted to be able to control the fork using the wireless blips, and that just doesn't work no matter what you do. There's no reason it shouldn't work, but SRAM doesn't have it set to be able to control it. And so I was like, oh crap, that sucks, because as you're doing this, like I realized I corrected my shifting issue where I couldn't shift. But then I have this fork issue where if I have my fork locked out and I'm here and I want to unlock it, I still have to move off. How to stroke of genius here. Complete stroke of genius.
Oh, you're gonna put a 120 mil Epic shock
We're gonna
on your World Cup.
Repair my whole system.
There's a lot of buttons to pair.
Oh, there's so many. These ones take forever too. Just so we're all clear, we do not know if this is going to work or not. We are literally testing this in real time as we film. And then we're now going to pair it to this shock. All right. So it's paired to the rear shock.
You got a shock pocket, a pocket shock.
I got my Elephant 11 denims on today.
Those should be enough denim to hold up a shock.
Y'all see the 40-ounce Naked and Famous jeans?
And no one, I don't think anyone's seen that. I haven't seen it.
I was gonna buy a set, but they're $2,000.
There's one guy in the comments that'll be stoked about those jeans.
Yeah.
Though. He'll be like, I want those jeans. All right.
Oh yeah, the shock's in there. All right, so now what we need to do, well, I want it, okay. Try again.
You gotta listen to it.
All right, we're in. So now let's add the pedal sensor.
Which is your power meter.
It won't let me forget it. Like, it won't let me delete the power meter. 334, yeah, it's the right one.
So you're connected.
It
is what
should be
you're saying.
connected, but I don't understand why it's still in. It's working. Let me see if I calibrate it, what it does. It's trying.
Maybe you need to put your shock pocket in a position like it's on a bike. You know what I mean? So it thinks that it's on a bike.
What is it searching for? My power meter battery is dead. I haven't ridden this bike in a few weeks, but
Dang, that was easy.
it works. Look at that.
But what works? So you got a shock in your hand.
Yeah.
So tell me what you're gonna do.
So this is gonna go in this bag. I'll tie it down somehow.
Put a sock around it for the cushion.
Yeah.
Dang, now you have Flight Attendant World Cup.
Yeah, it works.
He gone.
It locked out on its own. It's locked.
It works.
It works, dude. We did it.
Do you think you can take the shock apart, like down to
I wonder how
almost
much of it you
nothing?
need.
Like if you take apart the reservoir and then take off like the lower and get it down to just the top piece,
Just the.
will it still work? That way you don't have to carry around a whole extra shock.
Do you think it matters for the race carrying this around?
No, you're gonna have a bag full of stuff anyways.
So I'm gonna make sure this works before I actually race with it, but it's working right now. I'm gonna make sure it rides correctly. According to SRAM, it will, is what they said, because the fork doesn't necessarily care what the shock's doing, is what they said. I am going to weigh this though. So we're gonna be adding 370 grams to my bike to make this work. Do you think that's worth it?
I don't know, you got a lot of climbing to do.
I think the forks being Flight Attendant is gonna make up for the.
It might, yeah.
I really do. I think it will.
I really think you could take it apart and take that off and take that off, and then it'll weigh like 100 grams.
Just like only.
Only the top part, yeah.
Maybe I'll look into that.
As long as the battery,
All it needs is
Yeah.
the connection.
as long as it's turned on, that's all you need. The shock doesn't need to do anything.
Maybe we'll experiment. I don't have a lot of time to figure that out, but
We'll play around with
we'll
it.
play around with it. So yeah, that is how you make your Flight Attendant work on
On any hardtail
on any hardtail.
esque bike.
Yeah.
So if you want a hardtail mountain bike with Flight Attendant, just buy a rear shock.
Just buy a rear
It's
shock.
literally that easy.
For this
And then
event,
duct tape it to your frame.
this is worth it, and this makes sense. For everyday use, I don't think this makes sense.
Probably not.
No, but like for this specific Ozark gravel dune, this does make sense, especially now that I have to race Ted King. And we didn't have Motive brakes to make a video about Motive, so we just thought this was a quick, fun video to make. Motive brakes will be coming in the mail, and if you want a set of expert kits, I do have a very limited amount that are still available because we don't have them in the shop yet. SRAM's been down for 2 weeks, so there's been a delay on getting those into the shop. But if you want some, let us know. If you're gonna be at Ozark Doom, definitely come say hello, and we'll be there all weekend. Got a bunch of cool videos planned. Hopefully this one was just a quick, fun one for y'all, but we did finally crack the code on how to make Flight Attendant work on a hardtail, and I'm so excited.
Bye, everybody.